Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to Mathematicspoint. Students, today we will do chapter 3 in new books, NSM1 means D1, and chapter 4 in old books, and the name of the chapter is Basic Algebra and Algebraic Manipulation. So according to the new books it is exercise 3A, and in old books it is exercise 4A on page 90. Okay, on new books it is page 69. So hope so you clear about the chapter that ma'am this is chapter 3 or chapter 4. So hope so you clear now that in old books it is chapter 4 and in new books it is chapter 3. Now without wasting the time we will start exercise. Okay, in exercise 3A on page 69 we have a question. First, write down an algebraic expression for each of the following statements. Okay, I just write down the first statement. Add 5 to the product of A and B. This symbol is for AND. Okay, now students, you learn how we make the expressions or basically algebraic expression. First of all, you read out the statements. Add 5y. Add means that you have to plus. Okay, you have to add. The sign of add is plus and the sign of subtraction or subtract is minus. Okay, you have to add 5y. Okay, I just read out the statement add, and after read out the statement add, I just put up the sign plus. Add 5y. That means 5y is going to be adding something. So I write down 5y. Done. Okay. Add 5y. But in which thing we add 5y? Read out the next statement. To the product of A and B. What is the meaning of product? Product means multiplication. So the product of A and B, that means A multiplied by B. A multiplied B is AB. Okay, so we have to add this 5y. So we are adding 5y, so I put the symbol plus 5y, and 5y is going to be added in what? Product of AB. So we write down AB. Now read out the statement again. Add 5y, so we add 5y, and in which thing we add 5y? Product of A and B. So it is done with the part A. Now the part B is, now we have part B. Subtract 3 from the cube of f. Okay, we have to subtract. You know what is the sign of subtract? Minus. So 3 is going to be subtract. Without thinking any other thing, just put up subtract minus 3. Okay, 3 is going to be subtract. Now from which? From the cube of f. F. And just revise the chapter 1 in which we learn what is cube and squares. Cube mean f power 3. Now read out the statement again. Subtract 3. So we subtract 3 from the cube of f. So the cube of f is f cube. It is the second statement. Now move towards the third statement. Multiply k by 6q. Okay, multiply means this sign. Multiply k by 6q. That means k is multiply 6q. You know what is the coefficient of k? 1. 6 ones are 6. And we write down the variables together. K, q. Okay. Multiply k by 6. So we multiply together. Now move towards the D statement. Okay, in D statement we have divide 2w by 3xy. Okay, 2w is going to be divided. Now you can put this sign or you can also put the sign of fraction. 2w is going to be divided by 3xy. You can write like this, or you can also write 2w divided by 3xy. Okay, so we have a part E. Subtract 4 times the positive square root of z from thrice of x. Okay, subtract. That means we have to minus. Subtract 4 times the positive square root of z. From here we can guess, okay, there is a square root, positive square root. You know now we have two types of square root, positive, negative square root of z. But here they are discussing we have to subtract positive square root. That means there will be no negative sign. So positive 4 times the positive square roots mean that 4 of this root. Okay, we have to subtract 4 times positive square root of z This is done with this statement. From thrice of x, that's mean thrice mean 3 of x, x ka. So we have to subtract positive square root of c from thrice of x. Okay students, you can, after reading the statement, you just make the expression. Just read out the statement in form of chunks. Just underline the statement that, and just I did subtract 4 times, so I just taking that chunk. Okay, we have to subtract something that is 4 of what? Positive square root. Then this is that thing which is going to be subtract. Now from which? Thrice of x. So this is thrice of x. Now we have a part f of this. Twice the variable p, that's mean double the variable p. P plus p, that's mean 2p. From here 2p. Twice the variable p divided by the product of 5 and q. Product means again the multiplication. Now twice the variable p means that double p. Double p means p plus p, 2p. Divided by, okay, it's going to be divided from which? Product of, that's mean multiply 5q, so it will be written as 5q. Now it is the statement, your algebraic expression, twice the variable. So we twice the variable. What is the variable? P. So twice the variable is 2p divided by the product. Product means multiplication, and what the product of which two things? 5 and q. So hope so you understand it. It is done with your question 1. And it is not a word problem. Basically it is the simple, very simplest statements. You just read out the statement, put your statements in numerical form. Now we do the question 2. Okay, in question 2, this is a statement given that x is equal to 6 and y is equal to -4. Okay, we write on in the right side, x is equal to 6 and y is equal to -4. This is the value of x and y. Evaluate each of the following expressions. Okay, there are 4 expressions, so we have to find out the value of that. So in the part A, this is expression given 4x minus 7y, and what is the value of x and y in all the question of this, in all the parts of this question, that is x is equal to 6 and y is equal to -4. So what is the next step? We just put the values. 4x. What is the value of x? Before putting the value of x, just use this round bracket. Now what is the value of x? The value of x is 6. This is the place of 6 now. So in place of 6, I just put up the value of 6x. Now minus 7y. Again, the value of y is -4. If I did not choose the bracket, so that's mean it's look like -7 -4, and these two terms are going to be subtracted, but we must have to use the bracket. Brackets mean that these two terms are going to be multiplied. Okay, I just put the value of y in place of y. 7 minus 7, and what is the value of y? Value of y is -4. Now in the next step, we just simplify it. Okay, 4 6 are 24, minus plus. In multiplication, when two negative signs multiplied, they become plus. And the second concept is, whenever there is a negative sign or minus sign outside the bracket, the inner sign change, so it become plus. Or next is 7 4s are 28. Now we add up these two terms, 28 and 24. That is 52. Okay, now we do the part B, in which again we have to put the values. And what are the values that we have right in the start of the question? X is equal to 6 and y is equal to -4. In all the 4 parts, the values will remain the same of x and y. Now put the values 5x. Now what is the value of x? Again look at the value of x. The value of x is 6. Then put the sign of divide. 3y. What is the value of y? -4 plus, and next is value of 6. Okay students, you can note that I just put the values, but is the structure of the question will remain the same. Now in the next step, we just simplify this question. 5 6 are 30. 5 6 are 30 When there's no sign between two terms, that's mean, and there's a bracket, so that's mean these two terms are going to be multiplied with each other. Now 3 4s are 12 and plus minus minus plus 6. Now you can see that what is the denominator of 6? The denominator of 6 is 1, so we take the LCM of this. The LCM of 12 and 1 is 12. In this step, I just shift the sign in the numerator because here is the sign plus, so plus minus minus. Now you can see that the denominator of this fraction and LCM is same, so there is no need to multiply with any number. We just write minus 30. What is the sign next? That is plus. And when we multiply 1 with 12, so it becomes 12. Now multiply this also with the numerator. 2 6 are 12, 2 1 carry, 6 1s are 6 plus 1 7. 2 6 are 12, 2 1 carry, 6 1s are 6 plus 1 7. Yes. Now we subtract 30 from 72. Now we have to subtract 30 from 72. That is 42 and divided by 12. For putting the sign, now look at both the terms, that which term is greater. The greater term is 72, so we put the sign of 72 here. So now you can see that it is the improper fraction, so we divide 42 by 12, or you can also do the cutting. So 12 3s are 36. Then next subtract 12 minus 6 and 3 minus 0. So here's our division. We just write down in mixed form 6 3 12. Now this is again doing cutting. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So here is our fraction in mixed form, 3 whole 1 by 2. Or you also do the cutting here, 42 by 12. So you can do like this. 2 6 are 12, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, then 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 21. So you have the fraction 7 by 2. Now do the division of 7 by 2, 7 2, 2 3s are 6 minus 1. So you have the division 3 2 1. So here's the part C, in which we have a question or expression 2x square minus y cube. So 2x square, put the value of x, that is 6, and what is the power of x square? So put the power of x. Now y cube, y is minus 4, and put the power of y, that is cube. Now first of all you solve this power. 6 power 2 means that 2 times of 6, okay, that is 36. 6 square, 36 minus whenever there is an odd power, so minus will remain the same. Now 4 power 3 means 3 times of 4. That 3 indicate that we have to multiply 4 3 times. 1 2 3 4. So 4 4s are 16 and 16 4s are 64. Now we write down this 64. Now in the next step we multiply the terms. 2 6 are 12, 2 1 carry, 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7, minus minus plus 64. Now we have to add these two numbers, 72 plus 64. 4 plus 2 6, and 6 plus 6 7 plus 1 6 6 12 plus 1 13. So we have a question 136. That is the answer of this part. Okay, so in part D, again we have the value of x is 6 and value of y is minus 4. So we have to put out the values 3x, and what is the value of x? 6 plus x by y. So again, what is the value of x? All the place in which the x came, just put out the value of x. In place of x, we replace x with 6. So here again x came, so we put the value of x, that is 6, by y, and what is the value of y? Minus 4. Minus y square, again value of y is minus 4, so put the value minus 4 and square. Now solve the question. 3 6 are 18. These two signs are going to be multiplied, plus minus minus. 6 by 4, again minus minus plus, no, sorry, minus. First of all, we solve this bracket. Whenever there is a square, so any sign, there is any even power, so the negative sign inside the bracket will become positive. And 4 squares means 2 times of 4. 4 4s are 16. So here they come 4 power 2 is 16. Now in the next time, just simplify 6 4 plus minus minus plus minus minus 16. Now just solve the question. We just firstly simplify 16. 18 minus 16, then 6 by 4. Okay, 18 minus 16 is 2 minus 6 by 4. Now we take the LCM of this. 4 and 1 LCM is 4, so we multiply 1 with 4s and also the numerator of that. 4 2s are 8 minus, then 4 1s are 4, so there's no need to multiply 6 with any number, 6. Okay, the next 8 minus 6 is 2 by 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, so 1 by 2 is your answer. ओके जी, क्वेश्चन 3 इज नॉट इन योर असाइनमेंट. अगर हो भी तो आप खुद ही करें क्योंकि बहुत सिंपल है. इट्स जस्ट लाइक क्वेश्चन 2, सो यू हैव टू सॉल्व इट. Okay, we move towards the question 4, that is simplify each of the following expression. Okay, we have again 4 parts in this question, and just write the question for part A. That is, we have to simplify this question. You can first of all just check out the question, observe the question. That in this expression we have variables, and variable, first variable statement, this term is this 5x, and the next one is 6x. Now we have two constants 22 and 23, so we have to rearrange this expression. Just write out the variable together, 5x, then what is the next variable statement, that is minus 6x. Done with these two terms. Now what is the constant here, 22, and must put up the sign of 22. What is the sign of 22, this or this one? Whenever you just look out the term, the sign that is front of this term will be sign of that term. So this plus is of 22, plus 22, then minus 23. Okay, in this stage we just rearrange our expression. Now we can solve these two terms because they have same variable x and x. So 5 minus 6 is minus 1x. Okay, why we put the minus sign here? Because 6 is greater, and what is the sign of greater or minus? Next, 22 minus 23. Opposite sign are here, so terms are going to be subtracted whenever they are opposite sign, plus and minus. So without any thinking, you just have to subtract your terms. 23 minus 22, 1. And what will be the sign? Now look at the terms. Which is the greater one term, 22 or 23? Definitely 23. So what is the symbol or sign with 23? That is minus, so we put the minus sign here. Now whenever there is a variable, any variable, and that variable coefficient is 1, so no need to write that one. You can write minus x minus 1. But if some students want to write this one also, so you can write. It is okay. Now part B of this question, again rearrange your variables. In this expression we have two types of variable, x and y. Again x, y. So firstly we write the x variables together, x plus, next is 6x, then y plus 3y, and the second is plus 4y. Now these two terms added or solved with each other, and these two terms solve with each other. Why so? Because they have same variables. We always add the terms or do the simplification with same variables term. So 6 plus 1, when there's nothing any coefficient, so there is a coefficient 1. 6 plus 1, 7x. Or you can also say that 6x plus 1 more x, 6 plus 1, 7x. Then 7 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 7y. Now you can see that 7 is in both the terms. So can we take 7 as common? Yes, as the 7 is in both the terms now, so we take or fetch out 7 from these two terms. Now what is left behind here, x, and here 7 is taking common, so here is left behind y. plus 5. Now the part C, and here's very interesting thing, part C. What is it? Okay, we have two terms with x variables. So firstly we write the terms with x variable, 13x minus 5x. Now look at these two terms. Are they equal? Having the same variable 2xy, and this is yx. But yes, they are equal because they are going to be multiplied now. So you can write this yx also the xy. This does not mean or does not affect your question basically. So 6xy, and this is minus 2yx, so we can write xy. Why? So because 1 multiplied by 2 or 2 multiplied by 1 does not affect, because the answer will remain the same, 2. Same is that with this. So now we solve the question. 13 minus 5, 8x, and then 6 minus 2 will be 4xy. Now what is common in these two questions? 4, because 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, and one thing more is x. So we take the common 4x. Okay, 4 twos are 8. We already take x as a common, so no need to write x here. And next is 4 ones are 4, so now you show own choice rather you want to write this one or not. I'm not writing this one, 4x taken as common, so what is left behind? 5. So this is with your part C. Okay, part D of this question. Now in this question you have three types of variable, x, y and z. So firstly we again rearrange our expression. 6x, and what is the next x term is minus 8x. Done with these two terms. Now y, minus 20y, and what is the next y term? Plus 25y. Done. Now z, because we just write it alphabetically, x, y, z. Now 7z, and what is the next is minus 11z. Now what will be the next step? We just simplify it. Okay, plus 6x minus 8. Again the opposite sign, so term will be subtracted. 8 minus 6, 2x. Now it is okay? No, because we put the sign of greater term, and our greater term having the sign minus, so we put the minus sign here. Now minus 20 plus 25, again the opposite signs are here, so 25 minus 25 by, and what will be the sign of greater term? Plus 5 by. Then plus 7 or minus 11, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 4z, and what will be the sign? Minus 4. So it is all done with part D. You can also do this calculation with calculator, but I'm not recommended, because the more calculations you are doing, more without using calculator, the more your mind opens or sharpens your mind. अब इसका ये मतलब बिल्कुल भी नहीं है कि मेरे माइंड को शार्प करती, मेरे पास कैलकुलेटर है ही नहीं. सो मैं तो इसलिए कर रही हूँ, आपके पास जो चॉइस हो सो यू कैन डू, बट बेटर रिकमेंडेशन इज दैट यू डू दिस क्वेश्चन विदाउट यूजिंग द कैलकुलेटर. ओके, नाउ आई हैव क्वेश्चन 5, और इसमें मैं सारे पार्ट्स नहीं करूँगी, बाकी पार्ट्स आप करेंगे. एक और बात, जब मैं सारे पार्ट्स नहीं करती हूँ, लेक्चर अपलोड हो जाता है, तो जो स्पेसिफिक पार्ट मैंने छोड़ा उसके रिलेटेड मुझे रिक्वेस्ट आ जाती है, मैम समझ ही नहीं आ रहा, वी डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, प्लीज़ कर दें. तो काइंडली इतने क्वेश्चंस देखने के बाद आप खुद से ट्राई करें इन कॉपीज़ को यूज़ करें, आप करें, आपसे हो जाएगा इंशाल्लाह. आप ट्राई किया करें. सो द क्वेश्चन 5 इज फाइंड द सम ऑफ ईच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग एक्सप्रेशन. ओके, we have to sum up the expression, and in expression we have part A 2x plus 4y, comma represent that. Now we write the second expression, this is 5y. Okay, this is the part A of your question 5, and comma represent that this is first expression and this is the second one. Now we have to sum mean add. Okay, whenever there is a word sum, so sum mean add, plus kar de. So we have add these two expression, 2x plus 4y. Now in place of comma we just put the sign plus, because we are going to sum these two expressions. Now 5y minus 5y. खुद देखें, जब मैंने टू साइंस को एक साथ लिख दिया तो अजीब नहीं लग रहा, दोनों साइंस एक साथ. यस, ये अजीब इसलिए लग रहा है क्योंकि ये रॉन्ग है, आपको ब्रैकेट यूज करना है. ठीक है, whenever there are two signs together, so we have to use the bracket here. Now what is I just did, write down the first expression as it, then here the sign of comma, just replace the comma with plus, then use the bracket and put the next expression. Now we have to solve it. 2x plus 4y, kuch bhi nahi kare, we just in the next step I just solve the in this step solve the bracket, plus minus minus 5 5. Now we have only one x term in this expression. कोई और x वाली term दिख रही है नहीं ना, तो इसको इसी तरह लिखते हैं. Now अभी इन दोनों को solve करें. plus 4 minus 5 y 1y, and what will be the sign? greater term कौन सी है? 5, उसका sign लगा दे, minus 5. So it is done with your part A. Now part B. Yes. Now part B, we have part B. That is minus b minus 4a, again a comma, then 7b minus 6a. Okay? Now again what we have to do is just sum up these two expressions, replace this comma with plus. Okay ji, minus b minus 4a, replace this comma with sum because we sum up the two expressions, then 7b minus 6a minus 4 minus 4a plus 7b. This positive sign outside the bracket, so there is no need to change the inner sign, minus 6a. Now write the terms with same variable together. Okay, firstly in alphabet came a, so I write the a terms firstly. 4a, then what is the next term? 6a, then after a is come b minus b, then plus 7b. Okay ji. Now whenever there is a same sign with the term, same sign जब भी होगा, so what is need to do? Just add up your sums. आप terms को add कर देंगे. 6 plus 4 10a, and what will be the sign? The sign that the two terms have. दोनों terms जो sign है रखती हैं आपने वो लगाना है, वो है आपके पास क्या है? minus. Then plus 7 minus b is minus 1 is 6b, and what is the sign of greater term? Plus. So this is all about your part question 5 part A and B. Part C और D आप करेंगे, और आप करेंगे ज़रूर करेंगे. फिर पहले ट्राई कीजिएगा, जब ना समझ आइए फिर कहना कि नहीं हो रहा. पहले आप ट्राई करें तो सही ये हो जाएगा. बहुत ही सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. देन स्टिल आपको कोई भी मसला हो, कोई भी क्यूरी हो, so you easily put your query in the comment box. I will answer it. Or you can also discuss it in the live session that we attend on Monday, inshallah. Okay, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.